What if, at its core, circumcision is a ritual severing of male spiritual authority? There's a ritual that happens to most newborn boys in North America, so normalized, so sanitized, that it's rarely questioned. It's called circumcision. It's presented as clean, clinical, and just a medical procedure. But what if it's more than that? What if, at its core, circumcision is a ritual severing of male spiritual authority? What if the cutting of the foreskin isn't just physical, but symbolic of something much deeper, disconnecting men from their divine design before they even know who they are? Let's name the truth. Circumcision is the removal of a functioning organ from a defenseless newborn's body, usually within the first days of life. The foreskin isn't just a flap of skin. It's a highly specialized tissue loaded with nerve endings, immune support, and protective function. It exists for a reason, and it's been part of male anatomy since the beginning of the human blueprint. To remove it is not neutral. It is to alter the body at the blueprint level. But here's where it gets deeper. In spiritual terms, the foreskin is often associated with intuition, sexual energy, and spiritual sensitivity. The head of the penis is the final point of the root chakra's expression, the very end of the body's power line. And the foreskin acts like a sheath, a protective covering. Just like the eyelid protects the eye, or the womb protects the fetus, the foreskin guards a source of creative and generative force. It is both symbolic and functional. It is the gate of life. When you remove that covering in infancy, without the boy's awareness, consent, or understanding, you do more than change his anatomy. You teach his body, at the cellular level, that he is not sovereign, that his power can be taken, that his design is wrong, that his pain doesn't matter. Circumcision is often done without anesthesia. The baby is strapped down. The procedure causes shock, trauma, and a nervous system imprint of betrayal. This is the first experience many males have in the physical world, being violated in the most vulnerable place, by people they were told to trust. That's not medicine, that's ritual. And in ancient systems, ritual bloodletting always had a purpose: to bind, to initiate, or to offer something to a higher power. Historically, circumcision was a covenant sign, a literal blood agreement. In Abrahamic traditions, it was done to mark spiritual belonging. In Egypt, it was part of mystery school initiations. But what was once a conscious, symbolic act of spiritual devotion has now been flipped into a casual, medicalized disempowerment ritual, performed on babies who have no voice. Ask yourself, why would something so personal, so irreversible, be done at birth? Because whoever controls the threshold controls the person. The male child is taught that his body is not his own, that mutilation equals health, that cutting equals cleanliness, that numbness equals safety. And by the time he's old enough to think about it, the damage has already been done, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. But the culture gaslights the trauma. You're fine. You won't remember. It's normal. It's cleaner. It looks better. That's not healing. That's programming.